Just take it, you too, because you know
Yes.
we're having an interview.
I'm so happy to be in Glade Springs. It's always a pleasure to come home.
I don't know. This thing is acting like it's getting ready to go out. I don't want to have this on all the time. And maybe so. Okay, this is my Uncle Perkins, and I want to ask you about Glade Springs and the reservation.
Well, Glade Springs is an Indian reservation, and the cemetery of the Indians is over a place called Mathan Ems, about 16 miles from here.
Oh, okay.
And Glade Springs was affiliated by the Indians. My grandmother was a thoroughbred Cherokee Indian.
You could tell.
She was born and raised down on this little place called Huss Farm
Oh, yeah.
in a stone building.
Okay.
She told me about it a minute day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have Huffs and Roanoke too. Huffs.
They're part of these.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured that.
That's Lindsay.
They built a Valley View shopping center on the Huff's
They had
farm grounds.
They had a meal there too.
Oh,
Lindsay's.
mm-hmm. That's what you're talking about. 16 miles from here, Manson.
No, that's in Roanoke. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm gonna let you ask.
So, what was the name of the Indian village or the Indian reservation?
Mathan Ems.
Oh, okay. Mathanim.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, now here we go again. So, some of your mother was full Cherokee.
My
Her
grandmother.
grandmother. Okay.
My father's mother.
Mhm.
Thoroughbred Cherokee Indian. She was born in a stone building down on George Huff's farm.
Mhm.
Indian reservation where the Indians are buried is called Mathan Ems.
Can you spell that?
No.
Can't spell it. Math and M's, you
Yeah,
saying?
M-A-T-H-E-S-O-M, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, because I know that back in the 1800s, a lot of the Indians left and went to Oklahoma, but a
Yeah.
great majority stayed right here.
That's right.
Because they say that our grandmother was from an Indian village or Indian reservation here in Glade Springs, but I didn't
Yeah.
know the name of it.
Yeah.
So this was an Indian village.
Yeah.
In all of Glade Springs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Glade Spring.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was named Glade Springs. There's so many springs here.
Really?
In the end, oh yeah, there's a bunch of springs. See, there's a place right up here, out from where the Indians are buried. It's called 7 Springs. There's 7 different kind of water there.
Oh, Seven Springs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
7 Springs.
Mm-hmm.
There's sulfur,
Okay.
iron. Oh, I can't name them all. But
Well, how?
it's mineral water.
Yes.
And there was a German, he came here and concreted those springs up and bottled that water and made a fortune. Shipped it. He did. Yeah.
Right here.
Right
from
here, yeah.
the outcome.
Because this was like sacred land.
Uh,
It must have been like sacred land,
Yeah.
but they have 7 springs of mineral.
yeah.
But he come
And
here
what else?
to-
Yeah, he come in, fenced it in. Well, I guess he got it somewhere, you know how.
Oh, cool. You know, they figure out
Bottled
if
it
it's
up.
worth something.
Yeah.
They figure how to
And
bottle
Put
it.
it in bottles and shipped it everywhere, all over the United States.
Yes, and that's.
And he made a fortune.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And that water just ran.
Yeah, it runs
Different.
constantly.
Yes, and
Yeah.
all different, 7 different kinds.
Yeah. Well, when I was a
That's
boy,
innocent.
when I was a boy, I used to go by there and drink out of that spring.
Sure.
lay down on my belly and suck it
I
up.
know it.
Yeah, that was a good old day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how did you meet Aunt Okie?
I met Okie through church.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be my Sunday school teacher.
Okay.
Oh, how beautiful.
She taught me in Sunday school. And she was a good Sunday school teacher, a good church worker. And she was married to Wallace Skipper. He passed. And I loved Okie, but she didn't know it until I told her so. And I began to talk to her, and she and I think she fell in love with me, and we got married.
Oh, how beautiful.
We had a beautiful, beautiful life together.
Mm-hmm.
We had no complaints or anything. That's the truth.
That's
Mm-hmm.
great.
Anything Okie could do for me, she would do it.
Mhm.
Anything I could do for her, I'd do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason when Okie passed, I had no regret.
Sure.
I don't worry about a thing because I was up to see her just a day or two before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
She requested that she and I sang the Milky White Way, and we did. In her room.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted that sang at her funeral. They didn't know the words. Elvina was getting the words from me today, so Cassandra could sing it.
Mm-hmm.
She asked me if I could help, but I'm too short of breath.
Uh-huh.
My heart won't let me
Sure, of course.
perform like that.
Why, could you sing? You used to have a good voice?
Oh, I used to sing in a quartet.
Oh, excuse me, honey.
Then I sang in special service in the Army.
Oh, beautiful.
We had a glee club, and we traveled from place to place and sang at churches. I
Okay.
was brought up in the church. Of
Okay.
course, now I strayed some when I
Okay.
Okay.
come
Mhm.
back.
Mhm. I understand.
Just like I tell people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I just tell the truth because as the Bible teaches me, the truth is what sets you free.
That's the truth.
When I come back to Glade Spring, I was one of the biggest drunks that walked the street.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord took all that away from me and
Good.
washed me and cleaned me up.
That's beautiful.
That's a
Now I dread just the smell of whiskey or
Mhm.
cigarettes. I cannot stand them.
Mm-hmm. I
And
can't
I
either.
used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day
My husband did that.
when I was drinking. But when I
Mm-hmm.
quit drinking, well, I told Okie, I said, well, she used to get after me about drinking. I said, honey, when I quit drinking, I said, I'm going to buy you an automobile and I'm going to ride you all over Glade Spring. She said, shut up, Fergie. You ain't going to do nothing like that. So when I quit drinking, I went and bought a Buick.
Uh-huh.
And I told her, I said, now, honey, there's your car.
Mm-hmm.
She said, who's going to drive it? I said, you can't and I can't.
Uh-huh.
I said, well, I'm going to try.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, he'll never get a driving license. That he's too old and he's this and he's that. I just got me one of them books and I sat down here and read it through and through time or two. I went on down there and I took the examination, made 9 and got my driving license.
Okay.
Yes, it
Come
did.
on back, put tags and insurance on it, and drove for about 10 years, never had an accident.
Wonderful.
And my eyesight began to fail me, and I didn't have actual use of my legs, you know, and I figured it was time for me to give up driving.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got my permit in my pocketbook now, it's good until 27th of this month, but I'm not gonna renew it
Uh-huh.
because I can't drive. I
Mm-hmm.
know I'll never drive no more,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna try to renew it.
Mhm.
And I give my automobile to this white boy
I
up here.
didn't see it out there yet.
I give it away.
Did you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I offered it to all of my people, none of them wanted it.
Really?
As
Really?
soon as I give it to him, they
Then they
said,
all
well, I
want
wish I'd have took it.
Yeah, I know they do.
Because they thought I was kidding when I said I'm going to give it away.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
But I wasn't kidding. Anything I tell anybody, I'm serious.
Mhm.
And I give it to this boy. He's awful nice. He takes me anywhere I want to
Well,
go.
that's good.
Every week he took me up to see Okie, and
How nice.
anything Okie needed, he'd go to the store and pick it up for me.
Uh-huh.
That was a lot of help
You
to
can't
me.
beat
Of
that.
course.
No.
Then I think you gave it to the right person then.
Yeah, I did.
Because the Lord
Yeah.
knows what's best, and if maybe if he had to give it to a family member, they ain't gonna want to be bothered with you.
No, they ain't gonna do what a lot of people do.
Mhm.
If that old boy, I can call him right now. He'd be here in the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Can't
Mhm.
beat that.
That's nice.
And he's just a nice person. These people that are sick, he goes and take them to the doctor.
Oh, how
Francis
great.
Preston up here on the hill.
Mhm.
You know her, Pat.
Yeah,
Jack Preston's wife.
yeah.
He takes her to Abington and Bristol, and
It's a that one.
Sue Preston and Ella Reddicks up here. Well, if it wasn't for Johnny, there's no cabs here anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
And white and black depend on it.
Oh, how nice. So he has almost like a cab service.
Well, he just
Nice like that,
just
but
nice
still.
like that, and
Mhm.
he will help anybody.
God
That's
bless
beautiful.
him.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It is.
he's just a good person.
Well,
That's
he
good.
deserves
Yeah,
what he gets. Mhm.
yeah, he does. And he told me there the other day, he says, you know, Perky said, I'm 2 back cases. Said, one of them's got a knot on it. He said, I'm gonna buy 2 the first of the month, put on it.
Mhm.
I said, well, Johnny, I said, I'll buy one, you buy one.
Mhm.
I said, I'll split it down the middle with you. I
Mhm.
bought 2 new ones and put on it just before I give it to him, you know. So I get 2 more and that'll be 4 new ones on it.
Yeah.
But it is, it's a good automobile. When I bought it,
Mhm.
it only had 67,000 actual miles on it.
Mm.
And it was just like new inside.
Yes.
That is. That's all I got
Well, I
on
saw
mine.
it. It was a nice car.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's still nice.
I bet it is.
Ain't a dent on it. He takes good care of it.
Mhm.
I told him, I said, now you change oil in it and keep gas and water in it. I said,
It'll
"You ain't
be
gonna
all
hurt it."
right. Mhm.
And so he changes every 3,000 miles. He changes the oil. I told him, I said, that car lasts you a long time if you take care of it.
Yeah.
All right, tell me that again about Clarksville.
Your granddaddy owned, I think it was
Her great granddaddy.
great granddaddy. I don't know how many acres, it's 10 or 12 or 13, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a big tract of land.
Okay.
And they notified Okie and Mitchell too about it, but at the time it was during the Depression, neither one of them had anything
Of
to
course not.
pick it up.
Mhm.
So then the court put it up and sold it for taxes. That's the way it got away,
Yeah,
for a little bit of nothing.
I know it. Mhm.
But they named it Clarksville after the Clarks.
Yeah,
Clarksville's name. I heard
it was
that.
named Clarksville
Mhm.
after the Clarks, because
Mhm.
he owned the biggest Clarksville.
And so all his people, all our people live there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
Let me see.
that was Granddaddy Richard. That was Richard Clark.
That was- let's see.
Grand.
let me, here's some more goes in like that.
Mhm.
Did you want to
So did the-
zip up?
Yeah.
The granddad, my great her granddaddy owned the Clarksville, right?
Yeah.
That land. Well, do you know what his wife's name? His wife's name was?
You have to
Because she
look-
said that she was from India.
Yeah,
Okay, knew, but I didn't.
yeah. She said that she was somebody bought
Yeah.
from the north.
Yeah.
That's how they got started.
She was a
She
slave.
tell me that. Mhm. She was
Okay,
bought.
Mother, can I get his part? Cause
Yes,
I'll get yours later.
That's the way you Clarks got your name now. Joe Clark. You remember Joe Clark?
Yeah, I heard of it many
And
times.
Sarah
Yeah,
Clark.
right. Joe, I
Them
heard.
was y'all's kinfolks.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah?
know it at
Yeah.
the time.
So how were they kin?
I
they
don't
were
know.
whites.
They were white, but they were still kin.
They
They wasn't white either. They was
Mulatto.
Cherokee Indian.
Oh, okay.
They
Cherokee.
Cherokee and white cross.
Mhm.
And Sir Catherine and that other girl, they recognized Okie.
Mhm.
After old man Douglas come here, he told them, he said, Okie is your cousin. And they recognized it after he told them that.
So who was Douglas? Old man Douglas.
He was kin to Okie. He married one of the Hutton girls. They moved here from Florida, and she taken care of Mary Gray until she died. She took care of old man Douglas until she got disabled,
Mhm.
and then he had to go in the nursing home. He died, and he willed Okie $1,000
Really?
Wasn't that?
at his death. And Mary Gray, when she died, she gave her $100.
Hmm.
And we talking about these were white Cherokees.
Yeah.
But they, and their last
Kansas.
and their last name was Douglas.
Yeah.
And then the other one you said Sam Clark. The other one
Joe Clark.
Joe Clark.
Yeah.
Heard.
And his wife, I can't think of her name, but he had two daughters, Sir Catherine and Margaret.
Mhm.
They were cousins of Okie's, and they'd be a little kin to y'all, see.
Mhm.
Because they was cousins of Okie and your daddy. Did you get it, Pat?
I got it.
Put it back under that thing where I had it on it.
And so they were Cherokees.
Yeah. Cherokee and white cross.
Oh, okay. So, but their last name was Clark.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I'm just wondering how when I go to Abington to check in the records how I'm gonna be able to trace it back. I guess I just take the last. They don't know about Clarksville.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They'll probably too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay over. We're staying over the Monday just so I can do that.
Yeah.
You know, I come down to do that because I'm tracing it back, but I'm also
Yeah.
tracing to a Cherokee tribe,
Yeah.
and they want me to join the tribe or just come back into it. But I have to give them my family background, and if I don't know all the names and stuff, then it doesn't look very like I know what my background is.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, I understand.
Mhm. But you do look like all the Cherokees I know, and I went to the Cherokee reservation last year, and you do look like them.
Yeah, my grandmother was thoroughbred Cherokee.
Mhm.
And my granddaddy, he was Blackfoot, I believe it said.
Really?
Yeah. And my daddy, he looked like him.
Mhm. Well, I guess because he was part Indian.
Yeah.
Mhm. So did you think that they raised you up like the Cherokee way? Like, do you think that some of the customs, can you recall them being somewhat Cherokee? Or you just don't know because it all.
I don't know.
Mhm. Which was which?
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, we're gonna go to Abington Monday. We want you to do the cooking.
Well, listen, you still have that gambler's boyfriend yet?
Yes,
Yeah,
Wyndham.
she goes with Wyndham.
Yes.
Listen, Ruth, she has Wyndham Gambles. He's named from Papa.
Right.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And you know, we've been dating for years. You
For
know,
years, you hear that?
But
And there are gamins that live across the street from me in Roanoke.
oh really?
And they're originally from West Virginia, and they talk like that Tom Gammons
Right.
might be her husband's grandfather.
oh,
And
now
she's
you know
supposed
there's
to be white, right, and Beatrice, but they're originally from West Virginia.
okay.
They're a
Now,
young couple.
okay. Now what's this? Virginia? They still listen.
Her name is Connie.
Connie. Was it the one that Aunt Ethel used to talk about?
Me,
Connie.
Connie, you know Connie, I have a cousin.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's cousin Ethel's a niece,
Right,
you know.
right.
Lloyd was her daddy.
Yeah.
Not
right.
her.
Uh-huh.
This is a Connie
Another
that
Connie.
one of the Gammons married in West Virginia.
Oh. Okay.
They are must be early 40s or something.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. And they are from West Virginia. She told
But
me
if you
she
trace
moved
it,
right
you
across
know,
the street from me.
It could be, you know, a
Yeah,
relative
she's
or
gonna be
something.
right and be.
Our-
I know, and I know you
Our
have.
Sunday school, our
Yeah, she
our
was always
programs,
there,
wasn't
wasn't she? Always
I mean,
there.
and she was this way to all of us.
Yeah, she was.
To
A
all of
nice
us,
person, wasn't
really.
she?
And up the nursing home, she just
You went to
laughed and
see her.
oh, we
Good.
would go up there for.
Oh,
she used to a
I'm
lot
glad.
for missionary.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
we would even go to her house.
Oh, how great.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
she was just. I mean, she was just super. And she,
Yeah.
I mean, she read her Bible and
Yeah, she did.
yeah, and
Mhm.
and her songs.
Yeah.
Songs we would stumble on, she'd get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's, you know, we just
She's
love her to
always been into
death.
the church for years.
Oh,
yeah.
see, we don't know anything.
Right, that's
else but
right.
her
She
in the
worked
church.
hard right over here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, she
Do
was
they
a super-
still call it Fairview Baptist?
Yes.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, she was just the freshest lady.
Yeah, she was.
And you remember the restaurant?
Yeah, I remember the restaurant.
She,
Yeah.
and she was.
She serviced black.
Do you
and
remember
white
the
wine.
rest? You remember the restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, we were just.
Yeah, we were.
Young,
yeah,
right.
I was young.
And
A little older than you.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
And
A
she,
lot, maybe.
But she always kept it in order and neat, and you know, it was a good place for children.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes, it was.
It
In-
really
in
was.
order
She
and
was-
neat,
yeah, because I mean, there was no romping in that place, was there?
No.
No.
No, really.
Was she a good cook?
Yes, couldn't she? I mean,
Yes.
she was a good soul cook.
Oh,
Yeah, she was a real good soul
Yes,
cooker. She was
indeed.
sweet.
And made
Yeah.
you welcome.
Really. And she just walked up and down so fast and just humming and she was always doing what
Very had a lot of
I mean,
energy.
but really, there won't be anybody else. There isn't anybody else to be like her.
Yeah, no.
No.
She was just an exceptional lady.
Yeah, she
Was she?
And wore her little high heel shoes, didn't she?
Yeah, and her little hats. Even
Just
if they were old,
Yeah,
she did
did.
her work in
That's
them.
one of
you
the
know?
Clark traditions, I
Some of
guess,
the
is
older
that-
people
Is
wore
it?
the
Yeah.
hats. Yeah.
But
Is that a Clark
I mean,
tradition?
don't you think the Clarks always wore? Your mom used to wear a hat like this.
Yeah, right. She
I mean,
did.
yes,
Okay.
really. and just think of Miss Moore.
Yeah.
Of course, she was a Hayes, but the Clarks wore
Hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm a milliner. I make
I
hats.
know
So,
it. I
so
saw the article in the paper.
oh, did you
Oh,
really?
And
right.
I've taken it to Emory, to the
Uh-huh.
president. She excels in hats. I mean, she wears hats all the time.
Uh-huh.
She
Mhm.
wears wild hats all the time.
Okay.
And so she had said once that she might try to get in contact.
All right. She's
Yeah.
having a
Oh,
show
okay.
in Roanoke.
Mother's Day, I'm gonna come
Saturday
down
before
again.
Mother's Day. She's
Oh,
coming in.
really?
So let them know. In fact, I'll send you a brochure.
A flyer.
Please do.
A
the,
flyer.
The Saturday before
Go ahead
Mother's
and give
Day.
me
Yes.
your address, and
Okay.
I'll let you advertise it.
Okay, it's
Mhm.
just 554. You got to pay.
Okay, I do have. No, wait, I have.
Well, yeah, maybe we can run down there. Wouldn't it be neat?
Yeah, it would be.
We'll show you a nice day there.
Oh, I'm
Come on
sure.
down.
Right.
I have a lot of things going on at the church. Sometimes maybe you all
Now,
can
which
come.
church you want to?
A
go?
Pilgrim Baptist.
Oh, Pilgrim
Yeah, we're a
Baptist.
new church. We built. It's not new. It's near 100 years old, but
Oh,
it's new
Okay, now you'll see we attend Reverend Wright's church sometime.
now. Oh, in
I mean,
in
Roanoke.
in Roanoke. Oh, you do? Where is it located?
It's over near the hotel.
Oh,
It's
okay.
right. We can walk up to the hotel.
Oh,
Roanoke.
right. First Baptist
Yeah.
Church. Yeah.
His daughter goes to Emory.
Does she?
I see her all
Oh,
the time.
he's very outstanding.
Yeah, and his wife and I, we worked with friends all our lives.
Really?
She was from at Rural Retreat.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it's 554.
Marie Brown. 554.
Shenandoah, SHEN.
Mhm.
AUDOAH. Drive. And our zip is 24340.
Okay. What's your telephone?
Oh, 429-5781. I'm running for Senate Council for goodness year.
Oh, you are? Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm running for City Council this
Great.
year. Right.
Oh, that's
It's beautiful.
We've been working really hard.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so I was on it one time.
Yeah.
And when I had my illness, I had to get off. I had to bypass and see if you miss X amount of meetings.
You have,
okay.
okay,
Yeah.
they have to take you off.
Yeah.
So
It's still not too late.
I know.
I wish you the
so
best.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
great.
this year,
I'm glad.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Oh, that's outstanding. You
Yes,
go,
ma'am.
girl.
I'm gonna try.
Why
That's
not?
good.
Why not? I think that's great.
Yeah, right. Well, and I was
So when is Wyndham coming up tomorrow? I
Tomorrow.
guess? Yeah.
Oh.
That's the problem.
And that-
Because right.
Yeah, like let's try to figure it out now. How old were you? And then let's try to go back.
Oh,
Well, you don't have to tell me exactly.
But I wasn't even teenager, you know.
Okay, so then it had to be
So it had to
in
be
the
like-
30s
it
or the
had to be like-
40s.
Because now it had to be like in the late 40s.
In the
for me.
40s, okay.
Yeah, for her.
Yeah.
Because she said that Uncle Wallace died in 1949, and she said she had run the business for 12 years prior. So 12 years prior would have made it
See, we were just
the late
I
30s.
remember I was
very
young too.
right.
You had to be very
Yeah,
young because I'm older than you.
Yeah, right. But you don't know.
Uh-huh.
Don't put it on video.
What? Okay, I'll take
I'm
it.
going to be 60 in July.
That's all right.
Well, honey,
You're young,
Yeah.
I'm only 15 years behind you. Almost. Yeah, I'll be 15. I'll be 45 in September. I can't believe it. It happened so fast.
Yeah, it's so young.
So fast.
All right, so back to Aunt Okie now. She was an entrepreneur at
Well,
in a time that it was difficult for black women.
It was like
Segregation.
really segregation was. I mean, it was.
Yes.
We didn't know there was be such a thing as
Right.
integration.
Mm-hmm.
But she was always integrated, and she. I mean, it was just one big happy family.
Yes, it was.
And the white ate with us as well.
And they ate
Right.
in the restaurant with
same,
you.
The same room.
That was very
It was
good.
really.
Really?
And she did not have like
No, any
I can't
problems.
say like a trashy ones because she fed like the Williamses down there, you know, the A.
Right.
Williams family and Buck Owens and all those old aristocrat whites around here.
Really?
She really
Ate in her
did.
place, and she sent out orders.
She
They took
did.
out orders
Uh-huh.
also.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd fry her fish and have all her
Uh-huh.
her soul foods. And it was good. Her cornbread, and
Yes.
she was excellent cook. Wasn't she?
Very good.
And always ready to feed somebody.
So what she make cornbread and fish
And all these field greens, they would go out and pick their greens.
Yes.
They would go out and pick
That's
like
some good greens.
all these watercress stuff
Right.
was called poison now.
Mhm.
Fair boiling, and it was
and
delicious.
they have their own meats like their hog and hams and
Right.
Mhm.
and chicken's a big deal.
Oh,
I mean, you
yeah.
won't believe it. This sounds like a story to you, but it's for real.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
indeed.
she would just work and cook, and she'd keep everything spotless, didn't she?
And did it all herself.
And took care of everybody's children.
Yes.
She was, I mean, she just took care of people's children as if they were her own.
Yes, she
Mhm.
did.
I mean, I can't think of anything that she did.
That she didn't do.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do.
I wouldn't do. That's true. She'd go up at the cemetery and just work like a man.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Mowing off the little their square up there.
Yeah.
It's right close to the road, you know,
Yeah.
as you go up the hill.
Uh-huh.
And she would go up and she would mow her yard, and she was just a neat
Mow
person.
her
Really? Her part. Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, grandmother said she helped her deliver the babies with the doctors, and the doctor said she was miraculous. She would help the doctor, and the doctors couldn't believe it. They said she never had any children, but she helped
Really?
him deliver the baby and help with her children.
I mean,
And,
wasn't she
and
amazing?
she would say we were the same age. That's what Mother said this morning. She said she could do for me, and we were the same age.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
She said the doctor even said that she was miraculous. She
Oh,
said the
really?
doctor couldn't get over how she would get in there and help him deliver the babies.
But she was just smart.
Yes,
She was
that's
smart. She was
a
smart
lady.
woman. She was.
And you know, we did have some pretty smart people around here. Didn't
Oh,
we?
yes, you did.
I mean, real, they wasn't educated, but they were brilliant.
Yes.
So much
Yes.
common sense.
Yes.
Good common
Right.
sense.
They were what you
Very
call
important.
men and women. And when people who had know-how, you know, people go to college to learn what they were just doing naturally.
This is real.
Yeah, that's
real.
right.
Really?
And you know, then just like here where I live, this is just my dad just built this from old stuff, you know,
right.
but he put it together.
Yes.
And you know, that's why I admire my home. It's just because he built it for us, and it was up to us to take care
That's
of it.
right.
Yeah,
you have it looking nice.
And it's just I mean, we call it the barn.
Yeah.
But
It's fabulous.
It's our home.
Yes,
And
it
he
is.
put it together.
He
And
did.
I think that meant a lot.
Oh, he did it himself?
He and Mr. Campbell stood.
Yeah, we talked about Perkins'
Perk's daddy.
Really?
They were
Yeah, and
carpenters.
you know, and they just. I don't think.
Built
Sometimes
the
I don't
house.
think they had
Well,
a ruler or
it's beautiful.
a yardstick or
No,
anything.
they didn't have any of those things.
Well, I'm taking the picture.
No, you don't take. Oh, you
They
don't
just
It's
take.
gorgeous.
Don't you do that?
Oh, yes, it is.
Don't you? Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Oh, honey.
It's dirty.
You can't see. Oh, this is a beautiful house.
Oh my words. But anyway,
They
I
built it
do.
with their 2 hands.
I really do, and I
And
think I'm
she
grateful.
don't think they even had a yard.
I don't. They didn't have a hair.
They just
but they
did
did have a
it
hammer
from-
and nail.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I have heard them say they had taken old nails and straightened them out.
Listen
I mean, this is true. I heard them say that.
Really?
They have
Out
taken
old
old
nails
nails
to
to put
build
our
a house.
houses together.
Isn't that
That's a
amazing?
beautiful
Real-
thing.
real,
How
really
smart they were.
Well, what they say that God makes a way out of no way, then you
Yeah,
know
and
it's
you
really
better
the
believe
truth.
right.
It's true.
Better
Wasn't
believe.
that
That's right.
amazing?
Because this house is
So I
beautiful.
don't blame you for it. Is yeah, she saw me in the store and she saw me in the store and she had never saw me and she said, "Oh, you Miss Okie, you kid Miss Okie."
I'm zooming you right in, so. I got a close up of you. Now, who was this, mommy?
This is Daniel Hampshire. Daniel Hampshire. It was another one. Oh, I'm trying to think.
Sam.
No, she can come on. Come on.
Which one?
This is
married
your daughter?
Omega?
Sam.
Sam.
He's in the
Sam.
house.
She looks like you.
Down. He got his leg, one leg cut off, you know.
Oh, he did.
Oh dear. And that's another one. And this is Daniel's daughter right here. What's your name?
This is Danny.
That's your granddaughter?
Yeah.
Hi. We're down here in Glade Springs.
And your mother used to run across that hill and go to school up that bank.
That's right.
Oh, she did?
That's where we went, right up that hill.
Where?
To that
That was a
school.
brick house. Of course, it wasn't brick then.
Oh, really?
They tore the school down. Is it still there?
No, they sold it off and
Did they?
want to make some kind of community center up there.
Oh, I see.
It failed and it was, I don't know what's up right now.
Where does Elvina live back here somewhere?
Right behind that mobile home, my daughter Brenda lives
Right
there.
behind
She lives
that.
right behind.
Okay. Well, I tell you, you all have got some fancy. You got streets and boulevards.
boy.
We wasn't used to that.
No, we had to dodge the mud.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so many more houses than I never
Oh,
saw.
yeah.
Everywhere it builds up, you know.
Lord bless us those hills that's in his mountains.
Yes, he
Bless us.
has. It's so true. That's what
right.
happened. Yeah.
Good have
And like they say, it's no more country anymore.
No,
Because we got lights, we got
Yeah.
running water. We, you know, it's no more country.
That's right.
Oh, you look.
Pretty, honey. From West Virginia too.
Really?
That's where I was born.
In West Virginia.
West Virginia. In Freeman.
Look someone like your mother.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, and a lot of people say I look like Aunt Okie too.
You do. You look both.
But a lot of people say I look like Mother. If I go to West
You're
Virginia,
beautiful.
isn't she beautiful? Well, always was.
You don't want anybody. I'm gonna have this so mommy can look at this later on when she gets back to Roanoke.
Yeah.
You look gorgeous.
Don't worry about it. We know that
You are
doing your work.
beautiful. Well, she must have been a doll.
She was a doll.
Oh, she's still a doll.
Beautiful.
So you knew my mother when she was a little girl?
Yeah, I wasn't too young.
I was young when I came, so
Yes,
we
she
were
was.
sort of
Right,
together.
yes, we were.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, we're trying to get
That's one of your
on
grandbrothers?
record.
That's my youngest.
Oh, how
We're
nice.
getting on record about her when she was
Now, how
young.
many children do you have? You have.
I'm the mother of 8.
She has a mother of 8.
Mom, you are too.
I had 8 too. Mm-hmm. 4 boys and 4 girls.
So y'all must have really been good friends. Y'all made sure you had the same amount of children.
But I married before Patsy did.
Uh-huh.
I was I was just 15 when I got married.
Wow.
I didn't
Really?
realize that. You were so young. Yeah.
In a hurry.
In a hurry.
Wouldn't listen. Everybody tell me don't get married. I thought that was the answer.
And you got to find out you could have
Yeah,
waited, right?
really.
All of us.
I really couldn't.
Yeah, and the Myrtle and Nevada, they just
Yeah.
left you in the.
Nevada's in married. She's in the state
Oh,
hospital.
Nevada's still living. You should see her. She's.
So now where you going?
Am I on?
You marrying?
No, I'm still single.
Oh, you still single?
Still single.
Oh, so
37,
okay,
single,
okay,
and looking.
okay.
Very available.
Oh, well, give us some more information. I'll have to show this in New York, and we can see if we can get you some fan mail, and maybe or either just some phone
That
numbers.
would be excellent. That's for sure.
So,
Percy Wilson.
Okay.
That's my name.
Uh-huh.
From Bristol, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And working at UPS presently.
Yes.
About ready to retire. I'm pursuing a career.
Okay. Well, that's very good. When are you going to retire?
I have 3 years left. So
Well, that's
retire.
all right. So then you'll get a pension, and then you'll get more money and more money.
Take up another career.
Oh,
I'm
so,
still young.
oh yes, you are young and very handsome. So how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Oh, that's a nice.
175.
Oh, that's a nice height. Let me get back so I can see a little bit. Okay. Yes. So what type of lady are you looking?
Nice looking lady, athletic.
Oh, athletic.
Athletic, that's maybe into sports. I like sports,
Oh,
music,
okay.
arts.
Mm-hmm.
But presently here in Bristol, those type of ladies aren't really.
Oh, they're not.
So that's
So
what I'm really looking.
are you willing to meet someone, have a long distance?
That would be good. Long distance relationship.
Oh, in New York, as far as New York?
Yes, New York is good. Since I have quite a few good looking relatives up there myself.
Well, this is very true.
As in the camera person,
And I'm telling you, there's such a good man is so hard to find.
they
And
are. That, you would get a good man with me because I'm from the country. Us country guys are
yeah,
loyal and faithful and the whole nine yards.
okay, I'm gonna close up for this.
I wish I was dressed a little bit better.
Oh, don't worry, I'm
I'd be
gonna
unaware at this time.
have my camera tomorrow. I'm gonna get you a second interview so they can at least have 2 dates with you.
Right, exactly. My casual self and my dress self.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm gonna, give this out and let people look so they can see what kind of response you get.
That would be great.
So you be careful on the road.
And I shall. And I'm looking forward to the responses I get.
Oh, definitely, you're gonna get them. I know you did. I know you must be mad at me
Yeah.
because here's Blanche. This is
Say something. Say something to the camera.
I got you though.
Make a talk. Yeah.
I got you.
Show that beautiful smile you have.
Come on, Blanche.
Come on, smile.
Look at you.
for her. Say something. Now she wants your voice on the camera.
She won't talk on the answer.
She's not gonna talk to the camera either.
No way.
Oh, she won't say. Okay, we won't get Perkin.
Yeah. Perky, you'll talk to her, won't you? Talk to her there in the camera. Ask her how she's feeling or something,
Yeah.
He get.
When you gonna get married?
That's a good thing. That's a good question.
I'm gonna be looking around while I'm down here.
Yeah.
We gotta do one of you now, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Put your chest up, brother.
Oh, now.
All right. Let's have some words of wisdom.
Oh, so you look good.
Oh,
You
thank
look
you very-
good yourself.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'd be thinking he belongs.
Still dangerous here.
He looks like the boy.
All right, come on. All right, come on.
Big like Richard.
All right, Ruth, how about some words of wisdom here?
Words of wisdom.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. What I'm doing now, but we can't. We have this gentleman is single, and we're trying to get
I'm
some
not the
shout outs
only
for
one
him
that's
in New
single
York.
here.
Well, you and I.
Matter of fact,
But you
we was
can't have
about-
him. He's
Hey,
taking
he's
already.
taking.
He's married. We don't want him now. All right?
You're next, cameraman.
Hey, I'm the cameraman here. All right.
Got the criminal.
Oh, you're gonna single me out?
Yeah, we're gonna single you out.
Okay.
We're gonna circulate these. You're gonna be America's Most Wanted next week.
Oh,
All right.
America's Most Funniest Video.
No, Most Wanted.
You know, that's for sure.
Tell you that we just had renewed the rivalry here, and
Oh, is that
you
right?
got thumped here. All right. You dropped two in a row.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. Don't lie. Don't tell that lie.
There you go. Keep it smiling. Like too much big. That'd be hospital.
You don't want to know. We just got on camera. Keep talking, man. Keep talking.
I want to implement a program that teaches young people how to present themselves, how to interview for a job, how to walk into a room, how to sit, how to get in and out of a car. These women don't even know how to get in and out of a car.
Mm-hmm.
I want to teach them makeup, hair, basic wardrobe. I want to also have a man to show the young men how to walk, how to escort a woman, how to, like my cousins and my uncles, they are so gentlemanly.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why I'm not married. I can't find a man who would just be a gentleman, who knows how to escort me somewhere.
They're intimidated
Okay.
by you, darling. That's
They must be something by me.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice to have a husband, but if I don't get one,
Yeah, what do you mean if you don't get one? Come on, man.
well, because listen, Marcel, time, look at my gray.
Look, I know.
We're in the Glade restaurant.
Very soft.
We're having our breakfast.
Very nice soft. It's pleasant, very pleasant, all the way.
We're on our way to Aunt Okie's funeral.
Yes.
So we had to stop off and have our breakfast. So, honey,
Yes, I was just telling the lady that what was happening to see if, she knew, and she was very sorry to hear that we have this, because there is always something coming up, what can we do? So it's been a pleasant night, and it's a pleasant place, and we really have it all to ourselves. It's fantastic. You can be able to relax. Oh, gee, did I need this? Oh, I'm sorry about Aunt Okie, but I really did need the break. And I guess in some kind of way, she saw fit for me to get a break.
well, how did you feel? Just tell me about Aunt Okie and how you felt about her.
I'm here for her going home, celebration. And it is just, I just feel very grieved deep down in my heart, because she was a lovely person, and I grew a part of my childhood around her, and she was always so nice when I went to her house. She always gave her brother and I something to eat, and she always treated us so nice and let us sit on the front porch. And she was always so nice, and she made us very, took us to church, and we were in programs, and she always was there busy doing something, making things happen in the church. And she just was always so nice, and always had a smile and something nice to say to somebody all the time. And through our visiting, since we've been here, we just heard so many remarkable things about what a wonderful person she was, and that she's just nice to everybody. And always had a smile and a nice word to say to everybody, and it just enhanced what I was thinking also. And I know that all of those things were very true. So I'm just very grieved, what can I say? And I'm just here to be close by, and
Give her
and give
respect.
her respect. God bless her, may she rest in peace.
I won't.
No, we
Because
won't
the
do it.
Huffs, they run a boarding house,
Mm-hmm.
and the traveling salesman from New York, Philadelphia, and all up to there, they come in here in Sears, horse and buggy.
Oh, okay.
They put up at Huffs, and the ones put up there had money. They never did get to leave. They'd kill them at Barron. And that's the way Huffs got their fortune.
Yeah, okay.
My grandmother told us that anytime.
Interesting.
She said a man traveling salesman come in there and didn't get to leave. Yeah.
They were vicious people.
Wasn't it vicious
that's
back
right.
in them times?
They were in them days, honey.
Yeah.
They'd kid you and
And
think
there
nothing
wasn't
about
too much law
it. There wasn't no law.
yeah, to
They-
stop it.
They made their own law.
Yeah. Well, that's what was so
That's where
terrible.
you Ku Klux Klan
Yeah,
come from.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Just doing what they want to do.
Tell you, this whole world has been in a sad
It
condition.
has.
So they would just take the Indians' land. They just took the Indians' land.
Oh yeah, they just took it.
All them and took.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause all of Virginia here was the Indian reservation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All this part right here.
All of it.
Mm-hmm. All of Virginia.
Yeah.
Whole state.
The state of Virginia was Indian reservation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I had little these white people say, well, they ought to send you niggers back to Africa where you come from. I said, let me tell you something, fella. I said, they ought to send you back. I said, 'cause you ain't got no business here. I said, this is my land. Yeah, I tell them that.
That's right.
I told them anyway.
I know you did.
I said, this is my land.
Right.
I'll tell you something else. You remember the time I was talking to you, Pat, and we was up there in Buckshaw's Rest, and that old Porterfield boy come in there and hugged you or something.
I don't remember.
I hit him upside the head.
I don't remember.
Look at him told me, he said, oh, Bert, you have not hit that man. That's
Oh,
Mr. Porterfield.
I forgot it.
I said, I'll hit the president if he messes with my girl. I said,
Okay, Perkins. Okay,
I
Uncle
don't
Perk.
remember that. Oh boy.
I said, now if I tell her daddy about this, I said,
Oh,
he'll go over and kill him.
Oh, yes, so you got told Granddaddy.
No, I'm talking about Edgar.
That's what I meant.
That's dad.
Uh-huh, that's my granddad. Uh-huh,
I forget that.
uh-huh. He would have went and killed
He
him.
wouldn't have.
He would have went and got his gun. Huh?
Yeah. But I blocked him.
I know you did.
Mm-hmm. Granddaddy had a hot
Well,
temper.
I don't think he actually meant anything, 'cause Ruth and Ed could work for
The
his
Porterfield.
relatives.
Porterfield.
Yeah. And Patsy walked in there and he just put his arm around her neck, and I walked up there and grabbed that
I
sage
don't
and
remember that.
I went upside of his head.
Well, you made him know, don't get any ideas.
That's right. That's exactly
And
right.
I appreciate it too.
That was what I done. Yes, indeed.
Because people can sometimes cause problems to happen, you
Yeah,
know?
that's right.
So Granddaddy had a hot temper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, your granddaddy's quite a circle saw, honey, don't you think it would? Yes. Nobody pull nothing up on it.
They say that in Roanoke too, there where he worked.
That's right.
And it was funny though when he had his when his funeral was on, he had that everybody might have not liked Daddy. Because Daddy just said what he meant and meant what he said.
That's right.
And he didn't beat around the bush.
That's right.
So some people don't like that.
No, they don't.
But some people appreciate it. I appreciate
That's right.
people.
They had to
I know
respect-
where they
They had to
I
respect
do too.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
They had to
And
respect
so
him.
a lot of people did respect him, and when he had that funeral, I had never saw St. Paul's Church filled up before,
Yeah.
but it was filled up
Yeah.
with everybody.
Oh, he had some
Yeah.
good friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
he
he
did.
did.
I met quite a few of them.
Yeah, he did. But and they knew where he was
Oh, yeah,
because
they
he
knew
would
where
let
he
anybody
stood.
know
Yeah.
where he was.
Yeah,
Mother
you know.
used to tell
Let
him,
him talk.
"Don't be so harsh sometimes."
But
But he said,
gotta-
"No, I got to tell them."
you got to stand on what you believe.
That's
the
the truth.
truth.
That's the truth. Mm-hmm. I
And he was
agree.
that type of person.
Yeah, he was. Yes, indeed. He and Aunt Okie both, they just had that determination and up and doing.
Yeah.
And I believe she would do the same thing too, as say what she means and means what
Yeah.
she said. Or if she would say I can't do it, she meant she really couldn't
That's
do
right.
it. And if she could, she would.
She would.
But did she have a temper? Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, yeah, honey.
That's what I thought. Did she?
Yeah, she had a temper. Don't get her stirred up. She was like a hornet.
Because that's how I am. I'm really easygoing and will do anything for you. But if you get me stirred up,
Well, that's the way your aunt was.
really?
She was the same way, huh?
Oh, there goes the train. Oh, we used to hear that. We used to be up there and hear the train go by.
Okay.
And it whistle like that. That takes me back. I don't hear that anymore. We would know 42 was leaving, right, Perkins?
Uh-huh.
When we heard that whistle blow and it's going that way.
That's right.
When it blowed leaving here, you
Yeah.
would know. And Mother would start crying because Daddy was with the
Yeah.
extra force.
That's right.
And
He
he
left here every Sunday night.
yeah, see, he remembers when he left better than I do. And when that whistle, Mother would start crying when Daddy was getting time for Daddy to come. Daddy would stay up there in Frog Holler as long as he could, last minute, and walk down here in a hurry, say 5 or 10 minutes to get the train, and could walk it too.
Yeah.
And then when the train went by, like it was saying now, when it would be leaving and going on out down here somewhere, we would hear the whistle blow just like, and Mother would just break down because Daddy, she knew he was gone. She knew he was gone. She would cry. Mother cried at everything. She just.
That's right.
She would cry it over. She had a tender heart and was very, what would you call her?
Emotional.
Emotional. I'm not. I'm like Aunt Okie and Daddy. I don't get too emotional. It takes a lot for that. You know? We're strong when it comes to that.
Well, Aunt Okie didn't cry.
That's right.
Not unless it was necessary.
That's right. No, Okie had a strong constitution.
Yes, that's right.
And so she had a bad temper, but she had temper though.
Oh, yeah. Well, she had a temper.
Yeah, Daddy would stay there to the last minutes to get the.
One time I have an interview here and you just.
Visit her one time.
Yeah.
John's wife.
John's
She
wife.
was
Yeah.
named for Elvina.
Yeah.
She was. What was she? French.
French.
French. She
Yeah.
was a French lady
Oh really?
in Harlem. Yeah, I went up there. Harlem was still very nice at that time.
Oh, you look fabulous.
Yes, she does.
She got us together with our dinner last night, honey.
Ah, that was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good night's sleep.
Did you?
Yeah, it
I
was
did
very
too.
Maybe you
comfortable.
can straighten this tie up and get it under my collar from it.
I'm not much at times.
I don't know too much.
Yeah.
Like $1 million. Now, you don't have to look so serious to Uncle Perkins. Now, give me that little line you gave me last night about what was that? Like rolled in with the.
Great big ball of romance, just rolling in on a cloud of love.
Okay. We're gonna teach the young men some of these little.
Yeah.
They do that rap singing, but they not talking about nothing.
There you go.
They need to have you tutor them in what they're supposed to say to a lady.
Yeah.
Next time I come down, you have to give me some of your heavy, your words of wisdom.
Yeah.
You gotta teach them something. You look gorgeous. I got you now.
Okay.
Okay, give me that one again now.
I'm ready as Freddy, cause Freddy stays ready.
Okay.
It's always repeated all the time.
You got another one?
Yeah. Love is like a chain of gold so pure that only space and time may endure. But drawing you closer to God and me, and letting you always my lover be, even though we may be apart.
Oh.
That is my heart.
Okay,
He
honey.
always repeated he has a poetry with him. Should have been a poet.
Oh, I got you. Oh, they show up today. Look at them. My cousins. My Virginia cousins here. They sharp. Okay. All right now. You look like twins though.
You want to take me?
Yes, go on over there, honey. This is all moving. All right, here they are. These are the Clarks. This is the Frederick Douglass.
What's your name?
Mitchell Lewis.
This is Patricia Hunt. Travis Clark.
Okay. Up here at the Fairview Baptist Church in Glade Springs, Virginia.
Yes, ma'am.
I got Ed on camera last night. We're taking
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's been taking so many pictures of Glade Spring.
You gotta get permission to use this.
Oh, excuse me. Is it a lawsuit on my hands?
Absolutely.
Person set for that, using it.
Yes, I do. But I just can't say it right.
Oh boy, yes.
We came in.
You gotta keep this clean now.
Y'all come up there.
Yeah, we stay there. We just came down here.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, we
Thank you. Take her picture.
George ain't gonna never move out.
We were just talking about mama. Because like Light was saying that she was older than talking to her. Just like the minister, he did a eulogy. He said she slipped away. And that's exactly what she did. She slipped away.
I told everybody home about that. I said,
Yeah, she's just away.
That's right.
Yeah, she have got on the wings of the morning.
Praise
and
God.
gone to meet God. Over there, where Jesus is. Over there where congregation won't break up.
Thank you, Lord.
Where Sabbath won't have no end.
Thank you, Lord.
Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there where I'm going after a while.
Praise you, Lord.
By and by, when the water
Praise you, Lord. Praise you, Lord.
If I don't go down here, but I'm going up home after a while.
That's all right.
Going to meet Jesus.
Thank you,
I want
Lord.
to say to you, fight on, church. Yeah, keep your hand in God's hand.
Amen.
Don't fight one another. I don't care what church you belong to, but stay with God.
Amen. Amen.
He bring you out all right.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, yes. This was the way some time ago with some of the disciples who didn't want the Gentiles to be born again, but God loves all of us.
Yes, He does.
All you got to do is be born again. Yeah, be born. Born until you know you've been born.
Yeah.
You do that when time's out down here. You can do like Sister Sue.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we talked to that brother, and he said that she was in her clothes and in her right mind all the way until the last.
Amen.
She knew that her time was here. She knew that she was ready to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had made up her mind.
Yes.
And I'm glad about it. Yeah, I'm a witness that. After a while, and by, that we're going home to be with Jesus. I want to say to you to keep your hand in God's hand.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, I had a heart attack a few weeks ago, and I'm not too strong. And I don't guess anyone expected us to be here this day. But God, God, yeah, you're going to bring me here. Thank you.
Couldn't be here, Ruth Clark. I'm the granddaughter of Edgar and Ruth Clark. And she couldn't be with us, but she wanted me to just give testimony to Aunt Okie. And she says that Aunt Okie was a dedicated Christian girl, and she loved the church all of her life. She loved the church and she loved God.
Wow.
She taught in Sunday school.
Yes, she did.
She was a wonderful sister-in-law, and she loved her like a blood sister. She wouldn't take $1 million for her. Okie was very good to her and granddaddy, Uncle Edgar. She helped me with my children. During the days when we had children in the home, the doctor would come in and help Okie deliver the baby.
Praise God.
Even the doctor was amazed and said Okie was an amazing woman. She was a remarkable daughter. She cooked and took care of Papa. And Okie loved everybody, and everybody loved her. She loved the black folks and the white folks loved her. There was nothing she wouldn't do for you.
Praise God.
I loved Okie, and I'm going to miss her. Lucy Jenny Clark. Okie was a woman. She's inspired me. She was an entrepreneur back in the 30s. It was a lot for a black woman. And as I push forward, I'll do it in her name.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Yeah. That's makeup. I just did mine.
No, you look good. This is Terry.
Good Nancy. This is her sister, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Okay, I'm gonna look for you now.
Okay.
I will.
Sonny.
Uncle Sonny was the baby when Mama and Daddy moved from here to Roanoke. I was 6 weeks old. I was in Mother's arms. So Bobby and Fred and your mother and Ed, they enjoyed the lifestyle of the country. And obviously we grew up in the big city of Roanoke.
Oh, okay.
But it's certainly a pleasure to be back so that I can witness my grandfather's gravesite, which I've never seen. I'm 50 years old. But proud to be here and proud to be a part of this service, my Aunt Okie, which was very special to everybody, as we know.
Everybody.
Let me turn my lights on. And listen to this clanking. This is a diesel.
We're leaving the Fairview Baptist Church.
En route to the burial.
So how was my little presentation for grandmother?
The presentation was very, very nice and very appropriate.
Oh, good, because I was worried.
Grandma wanted to be here, as you know, but grandmother at her age has difficult time.
Of course.
Moving around anymore. And of course, we're trying to protect her as long as we can, keep her with us as long as we can.
Of course.
she's obviously very special to everyone as well.
Everyone.
Well, this is our second aunt that's passed in the last,
Month and
month
a
and a
week.
half. Yeah. But one day we all have to meet our maker.
That's true. Well, honey, you look good for 50. What you say?
51 years old come September, though.
Okay.
Yeah. God has been good to me.
Yes, he has.
And I certainly praise his name every day.
Well, we move on.
Granddaddy used to work in the hotel here as chefs. And in fact, Uncle Mitchell passed at the hotel
Really?
back in 1959. Uncle Mitchell was known as probably the best chef in this area during that time. And my understanding from Grandmommy was he was a better cook than she was ever. And you know, Grandmommy was an outstanding cook.
Yeah.
Well, this is the area where it all started for the Clark family, that's for sure. It's certainly kind of nice to come back home. Sad that it would come on this occasion, but it's good to be home.
Sure. And this is life.
And one day we all got
That's
to come
right.
home.
That's the truth.
That's a fact. And that's why I guess we can appreciate that saying, never forget your roots.
That's right.
They're there whether you want to accept it or not. This burial site is just beautiful over here. It's so pretty. I almost feel like I wish my dad.
That's how you doing?
Really?
Yeah.
Now, could you just tell me your name again?
My name's Bobby.
Bobby what?
Bobby Skipper.
Oh, okay. And you're Uncle Wallace's nephew. And Aunt Okie, you said Aunt Okie, you stay with her for how
I've
many?
been with her 4 years. She was my second mother.
Was she? Okay. It was shots every chance I can get them. It's father and son. You can talk because I'm catching everything. Julia said you had to start working so hard, Richard.
That's just my life.
You can't help. She said that's just the Clark in you. Mm-hmm. Well, you're sure looking good. I just love these Afrocentric accents you'll have on here with those ties.
You know, the ones that you and him can't pick me up. Kenny, you I guess.
Oh,
Yay! Oh, I've been running. Couldn't even find his phone. Couldn't even find him in the phone book. Information didn't even have it.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I seen him.
Oh, you saw him? Yeah, how you
I
been?
mean, he's been there. I've been in Roanoke. He's been in Roanoke. I'm doing fine. I feel good, better now than I felt in 16 years. I'll take you.
Yeah, okay.
Colette, I got you.
I was waiting on flight.
Can we talk?
Can I talk?
Yes, go on.
Because see, Miss Okie was a loving person. She was. She's a loving person. She was. Because there wasn't a time that I used to see her walk up down this road, coming here, going to church.
Really?
Going to church. If she wasn't coming here, she was going somewhere else to go to church.
Really?
So I mean, she just gave her heart
to everyone.
Church, to everyone.
To you too.
That's me too. And times I've been to her home, she's always talked about the Bible. That's all I can say.
That's beautiful.
That's all I can say about her.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Good.
She was a wonderful person.
She's a wonderful person.
Honestly, she will be missed.
She will.
And honestly, I think she's been inspirations to others. By looking at her, I think somebody ought to follow her footsteps.
Yes.
And by following her footsteps, I think it should be, I mean, you won't lose nothing. You gain.
It's true. Well, I hope to walk in her footsteps. And I hope to use her as a role model so they could keep me strong to do all the things, accomplish the things I want to accomplish.
That's it. So, like I said, gain in the Lord.
Yes.
And just like I look at her casket, I said to myself, I know when I lost my mother, you know, I hate when Cassie leaves. I'm ready to scream.
Sure.
You don't see him no more.
Of course.
So that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah, because anybody tell you she was an inspiration. She was an inspiration to everybody. She was.
Yeah.
She never hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
She's always had some some kind of kindness to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want to live for the Lord, but she always say something kind and try to get you on the Lord's side.
Oh, beautiful.
And that's all I can say.
The name and look at her hide her face. Mommy, now what's your name again? Anita. How is Anita related? Right here. Look at
Anita. Well, as much as I know.
Could you move closer, please?
As much as I know, Clark married a branch. But I have to get a little more information from Mother, and we might be able to get it from Perkins.
Oh, that's right. Here we go again. I didn't know that there, but
I didn't know how to branch and cross that again.
But who was cousin Madeline? That's their grandmother.
All I know, Okie used to. Now I told you about that
Don't worry about it.
Don't even, just talk to me.
That's all right.
What was I gonna say?
Okay, who's your man? No, tell her about her husband. She married.
She married Walter Brain.
Okay.
But then we're trying to figure out how were the branches of the
Well, who was Walter Branch's mother?
Maddie Branch.
Maddie Branch.
And Edward Branch was her husband. So that was the branch side I guess come from Edward.
What did Okie say about it? Why are we related?
All I know, she said she was connected. She was cousin to the Branches, and that's all I know.
Yeah, Clark married a branch some kind of way. That's how we
I guess so, somewhere, but I don't know.
We saw it in the Bible yesterday.
Oh, really?
We're going to have to connect it together, but in the meantime, I need you all to give me all of your family and their names, and I'm going to put you on our mailing list. We have a mailing list with everybody's names on them, and then we circulate it so that everybody can be in touch with one another, and that they know where we are, and when something happens or we have another reunion, and we send out the letters, and everybody will get something, and then we'll have a reunion. Okay? So you just have to write down all of their names and their addresses, whatever you can remember. You don't have to do it today, or you just mail it to me.
I wish I knew she was going to go through all that.
Could we get Uncle Ronald some back?
You already took him. I already took him at the cemetery. Is she related?
No, but it's Marie's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she looks just like my mother. Exactly. Aren't they in the Undertaker business? Aren't they in the Undertaker business? Her husband.
I have you.
She gave me this man. Here's all the sisters.
I already took them. Where you going? I'm gonna get you when you walk away. You going back in the kitchen? Everything was delicious. Oh, I did.
It's been so nice. He married her, and it was a lot of money at the time. And they also, Perkins' mother told me that she had fine clothes. She had beautiful clothes, with the $500. And cousin Eddie married her. And she was looking fabulous all the time, and her house caught a fire and burned up her clothes, and everybody in Glade Spring was saying, "Oh, Miss Maddie's beautiful clothes, her beautiful clothes got burned up." And cousin Maddie, whatever money she held on to it, and it was in the bank, and they were saying she is stingy. I don't care. She's not going to spend her money. She didn't let he knows that.
I remember when the house burned down.
Yeah, he remembers when the house
burned down. I was over there. They was having a church here, Heritage Church.
Yeah.
And when the house caught fire, everybody come out of this church, come running over there to the fire.
Yeah.
And I can remember Reverend Mitchell.
Yes, he was.
Christmas, Reverend Christmas. He was the pastor here.
Yeah, Reverend
And he
Mitchell.
come running over to the church, over to the house and hollered fire. He'd holler fire and said, "That's all I can do for you. That's all I can do for you."
But her pretty dress
and they had a smokehouse right close to the house.
Right.
And Velma Wright come over there. She went in this house, in the smokehouse. She threw all the meat that was in that house. She threw it out in the road. Hams, and shoulders.
Threw all the meat out of the storehouse in the street.
In the street, threw it out in the street.
I got her on.
And they saved all the meat.
They saved all the meat from
That's
the
all
fire.
they saved. They didn't save anything else.
That's a little girl. Oh, she's darling too. I have you on video. I have you on. Okay.
Tell her my number is under John Hunt in Rome.
John Hunt?
Just look me up on Fairhope Road. Fairhope Road.
How far do y'all live from Josephine?
Not too far. We used to live over in Josephine's area, Mother and all of us over the years, but Mother then moved to over further.
We had a good time. Reva came over.
Oh, she
Her
did.
and her boyfriend.
But now you gotta say your name so everybody know who you are.
Her name is Rowena Clark.
Now, Rowena, are you originally from Bristol? Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Bristol, Tennessee.
Oh, Bristol, Tennessee.
I'm married to Richard Clark.
Oh, really?
That's Mitchell's Clark's son.
Baby boy. Is that his baby boy?
Yeah, his baby son.
And you have two lovely sons. Your three lovely sons. But they are just absolutely lovely men. Y'all have done a fantastic job raising those young men.
We're very proud of them.
Well, you have done a good job. I can tell you that you can see it.
Yeah, they're doing real well.
So you only have two living here?
I have two living here. One lives in Maryland.
Oh, so the two that want to leave you.
No, they're making their home in Bristol.
Oh, nice. I know you're happy about that.
Yes, and also one's expecting in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're expecting.
So, how many grandchildren is?
This just make two.
Just two.
I just have one that's 2 years old.
Oh.
And Carrie's expecting her.
You're such a young grandmother.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you still look fabulous. And I was noticing all those diamonds on your finger.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Somebody loves you. You must let all the folks back home see my cousin Rowena.
Well, and laugh at me talking.
Oh, I love the way you speak.
My southern accent, huh?
I love it. You said, well.
I talked to your cousin. I guess your cousin Jean Lyons this morning. She said, "Roy, you sound like a little girl talking." Said, "I love to hear you talk."
But who's cousin?
Jean Lyons. That's B. Kinslow.
Sometimes because they
Let's see.
Henry fell in love with North Hill.
They're all cousins. Joanne, Jean, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy, okay.
Jean lives in Kingsport.
Okay.
She said she got down the hip, so she wouldn't able to go to the funeral.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's who we're going to see today.
Then you're going to see B.
Oh, we're going to be. Oh, but she's not a.
B and Terry and Shirley are sisters.
Okay.
And
it was
Nancy.
Last Easter before. And she came and I took her over and she sometimes
Joanne and Jeanette, they're your cousins.
Oh, okay.
And she has been
You may not know all of them.
I don't think I know.
You don't remember them.
I don't. We gotta have another family reunion.
Yeah, you do. Are you gonna get one again?
Barbara wants us to have a meeting so that we can start planning one.
Right.
Because I wanted to go to the Indian reservation, but she doesn't think it's a good idea. We're gonna have to have we're gonna have to ask everybody where would you like to have it? Where would you like to have the reunion? So we can try to get a.
Yeah.
Well, grandmother
Make it sort of
in the middle.
halfway in between everybody, you know, to be kind of convenient for everyone.
I think now that since grandmother's the oldest and she's doesn't want to travel, you think we should have it in Roanoke? Or you'll want to have it?
That'd be real nice. Just rent a motel.
Yeah, rent a
like we
motel.
always do.
Right, and then we do everything
Everybody stay
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Do everything right there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe at the Marriott, because I do things at the Marriott with my hat show, so maybe I can see if we can get a deal and then.
Just cater.
Right. I think that's what we should do.
I think so.
Yeah.
So how soon do you think we should do it by the fall?
This year, you planning on doing
We should. You think it's too much soon?
Yeah, I don't know. If you can get it together, I think it's what Slater has said. We're never involved in it,
but I don't get into it.
Well, Barbara's been wanting to be doing it for a long time, but we haven't. But we're going to have a meeting when I get back, and we're going to have a committee.
Okay.
And we'll decide, because she has a lot of ideas. I don't think I should take the other girl. Especially this one, because she don't.
She said Aunt always wanted to get her part
Goodness.
out of that house. So
Yeah, I'm about to burn up my belly sitting up here.
If it's the
I'll be
last
fat.
thing she do, she don't care. Or if it's $30, she wants to get her mother's part, because her mother always wanted her part. So it might be $30, right? Because them houses, you know, they need a lot of work. But she stated that, and so I could tell maybe it was a little.
Caught up in the ball game.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let the girls see you in your other look, okay?
Okay. At Georgetown and Arkansas.
He is a mess, your grandma.
Elsie Clark Gammon. And she was, yes. Excuse me, oh it is. And I don't know how I looked upon it, but I kept it and I still have it. I'd like to have it restored, but I don't
Know where to have it done. I know it was the one Aunt Okie had. Now she said that was Papa's Bible. I want to have that one restored. I'm going to investigate when I get back to see, you know, who does that in New York.
She can let you know.
And I'll let you know, because that one is coming apart.
Papa's is
falling apart. And it's very, very old, and I know it's got to be 100 or plus years old.
When it's
because it is because
So who's the baby Bobby you have? Who's that was
my
your?
grandmother's, who was Elsie Clark Gammon.
Okay.
And I have her, and she was a sister to Uncle Wyndham.
Right.
So she was your grandmother.
Okay. So she's got all of her family members in this Bible. That's where I found all the names of my uncles and aunts.
Okay.
It's in this big family Bible. Used to, everything they did, they put it in the big Bible.
Yeah.
Anytime there was a child born to any of the family of the sons or daughters, it was written in the Bible.
Papa has some in his Bible too.
And then when they retired, a lot of the brothers sent and got the big Bible, because that was on the reference. They didn't have any birth certificates. That's how they got their birth certificates when they wanted to get their Social Security. Because most of them had worked in the mines, and just like the Gammon, Uncle Tom, he and all of his sons worked in mines in West Virginia. When you said they came from West Virginia, I could have it be Uncle Tom. Because my Uncle Will didn't have any children. And so
he didn't. I know that from West Virginia.
So he didn't have any children.
Because they lived in our town, Freeman.
Yeah. We'd go out there in the summer and just have a good time.
So you remember your grandmother, Elsie?
We lived with her when we were growing up, and Okie and Ruth used to come to Bristol all the time and stay with our grandmother. She lived next door to us.
Okay.
And they would come and stay, I guess, a week, or I don't know whether they worked here or not, because I was little, but I remember.
I know.
And Okie and Ruth. And I think it must have been before Ruth was married, or Okie, either one, because they were single women. I remember them. So this is how I grew up, and then when our mother died, and I was 15, and I had helped my daddy raise 3 girls, me and my 2 sisters, and my baby sister was only 3 years old. So I've been raising children since I was 15 years old.
What was her name, and baby sister?
My baby sister, Shirley.
Shirley. Florence was your sister.
Florence was my mother.
No, yes, but you had a sister. Was it your sister in
No,
New York that
Nancy,
was Florence?
it was Nancy's sister.
Oh, I'm
was named
confused
Florence.
about there.
Okay, there were 3 Florences in the family.
All right.
My mother's name was Florence.
Yeah, I remember.
My daddy
that.
had a sister named Florence.
Okay.
And then his brother named one of his daughters Florence. So there were 3 Florences right in the immediate family.
Now, how is Nancy kin to you?
We're first cousins.
Oh, I always thought she was your sister.
No, Nancy is the daughter of my uncle Manuel,
Yeah,
which was
is,
my daddy's
yeah.
brother.
Your daddy's brother.
Brother.
Oh,
My
okay.
daddy's brother.
And Florence.
And Florence. Daddy had, well, he had more brothers and sisters. He had a brother named Will, which you knew.
I know Will.
His brother was named Thomas.
Yeah, I
Called
heard
him
of
Tom.
them.
That's the one they talk about in West Virginia. His brother Ben
Yeah, I heard
lived
of
here in
them.
Bristol. Manuel lived
Yes.
here in Bristol.
Manuel, I heard of.
And Eugene, there was one that had died years ago that I did not know. His name was Horace. I think he was the oldest one. And my grandmother used to tell me these things because she lived with us and helped raise us after our mother died.
Right.
And so,
And the women do remember what their grandparents said.
and I, at that time, I didn't realize that I might need this information because maybe I could have written down some things.
Yes, so true.
But I didn't. I just sit and she would tell me. She taught me how to cook because at 15 I didn't know how to cook.
No.
And Daddy said he wasn't going to separate us. There was three girls, me and my 2 sisters. And my baby sister, of course, doesn't know anything about our mother because she was only 3 years old.
Oh, I see.
And so.
But did your grandmother ever talk about her mother?
Not really, as I can remember. I'm sure she did because she talked about her father's people being slaves and that our names were not Gammon. She said that our names were Macmillan.
Okay.
That they had to take the slave name.
Yeah.
And every time there would be somebody that came from North Carolina named Macmillan, she said that's part of our family. But we didn't look into it. But you had to keep the slave master's
Sure.
name. And so that's how we got the name Gammon because she married the man that was Gammon, which his ancestry were slaves.
Okay. This was Elsie's husband. Okay. So then her husband was a Macmillan. But they used the Gammon's name.
So that's how we are Gammon.
Okay.
But she said we were Macmillans.
Really Macmillan.
But see, nothing was ever changed.
Of course.
Because they looked into it and they didn't take back their
name.
Their names, they just went on with it.
Well, that's what happened.
So,
But you're really a Macmillan.
well, that's what she told me.
Well, it was a thing with the Clarks and the Lewises the same way. They said we were Lewis's son and something.
So then your mother was really a Clark or was she a Lewis? You know, as her maiden name, was it really Clark or Lewis? Your grandmother.
Well, she always said Clark.
Okay. So then it's a Clark then.
So that was all I knew. And then I knew all of her sisters and the one brother, which was Uncle Wyndham. They had one brother.
That's all.
And then the other sisters was my grandmother, Annie's grandmother,
Pokey.
Okie.
Which she told me her name was really Pocahontas.
Yeah. And we called her Pokey all the time.
Papa and her used to argue.
Yeah.
Pokey said she was a Lewis. We were really Lewis's, but Papa said no, we were
Clarks.
So they were confused.
They were confused. And they had no way of knowing.
No, they didn't.
They really didn't.
They just had to pick up a name, really, one or the other.
And we had an Aunt Pokey, Aunt Willie Ann. She lived in Meadowview.
Who was her children?
She was a Willoughby.
Oh.
Now she had,
Papa's sister,
Yeah, Aunt Willie Ann was a sister to
And
Uncle Wendell.
Elsie, Callie,
Callie,
Pokey.
Pokey, Willie Ann, Willoughby, which was, we called her Aunt Willie Ann. There was another one. Did you say Callie?
Mm-hmm, I said Callie.
There was another sister that lived in Ohio, and her daughter came to visit us one time.
Aunt Kelly did move to Ohio.
Yeah, and she had another one because one of her daughters came to visit us, and that was one of her older sisters, but I can't remember what the name was.
I don't know.
I have them written down.
I wish at that point way back when
But
I
you
was
we
13 and 14 years old, when she would tell me about the
The
family,
story.
that if I would have realized
That it was
that
important.
it was important,
You would have written
you
it.
just hear it.
We wasn't into the roots then,
No,
like we are
we
now.
are now.
And Alex,
And
Henry
then
broke
you
it
think
to
that your
the
family's gonna live forever.
Of course.
And I had no idea that my family would be gone.
Of course.
I
You
had
don't
no
think
family
about
on
it.
my mother's side. And all we have are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody to give us any history.
No.
And Nancy, I'm surprised to hear that she is your cousin. I always thought she was your sister.
No, she's my cousin.
So now Nancy, well, which one was related to Cousin Pauline?
Is Nancy's related to cousin Pauline? Well, that was in Brooklyn, wasn't she?
Yeah, that was her
And
half
Florence.
sister.
And
the half
Florence.
sister.
Yeah, she was.
So whose children? So whose children?
Now Uncle Manuel was married twice.
Okay, that's right.
He had one set of children.
Okay.
The lady's name was Callie something. I don't remember what her name was.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a set of children. They had a set of 4 children. And they're all 4 dead now. It was Caroline, Oliver, John, and Mary. Those were his 4 first children. Well, Aunt Lizzie, who he had married, had 2 children. That was Pauline and Louise. And when they married, that made them have 6 children.
Okay.
Then after they married, they had 4 more children, which was Nancy, Wyndham, Wilson, and Florence. They had 2 boys and 2 girls. So they had 8 children. I mean 10 children.
Yeah, altogether.
Altogether had 10 children. So I think Uncle Manuel's first wife was a steward. I think somewhere up in there. They, you know.
Seemed like I heard something like that.
And so Nancy and I are first cousins.
First cousin.
Our fathers were brothers.
Okay.
So that's how that.
So Nancy's father would be who? Her mother.
Her mother was named Lizzie.
Lizzie. And who is the father that's kin to us? The one that's kin to us? On Nancy's
On that
side.
side, Manuel.
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 And he was a brother to who?
Brother to my daddy.
Oh, to your daddy.
To Gene.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Ben and Tom and all those were brothers.
Now the cousins, the Gavins and Roanoke, she speaks of Tom. Maybe her husband's grandfather.
Probably her husband's father or
grandfather.
grandfather.
Because they early 40s.
Well, they're young ones, so it's either Uncle Tom is their grandfather.
It's probably his grandfather.
And then too, Uncle Tom had a son named Tom.
Oh,
Thomas.
okay.
So it could be her
Alright.
father or grandfather,
see.
you know, that way.
She got your address. She
Okay.
right for kids, and she had tuberculosis.
You know,
And
I was
it's
just
a
saying.
wonder we didn't get you. She had, like they call them, something.
Yeah, that's what they call
And I remember this white nurse, cause it had a window right here by her bed, and it was screened, and they would tell us to stay away from the window so we wouldn't get germs. And just cause they told us that, I remember we.
Well, here's Nancy and Bill.
that's us, sis.
And where were you? Where were
We
you?
were downtown at a waterfall. He was the father of a social club, and I was the mother of the social club. I'm still the mother of the social club.
Are you still the mother?
Yeah. And some of them they're way older than I am. Oh, Lordy.
Oh yeah, we want to get your dimples, these famous dimples.
All her life.
Yeah.
You are so beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, you. I love her accent.
Thanks.
Oh. I'll put it on here.
Patsy,
Anyway.
believe it or not, this is what sis gave us. He was a lovely old country guy.
All right.
From Glade
And
Spring.
me, an old country girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him at the last family reunion. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. You saw him.
I rode with him.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where I was going.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't tell him nothing. We was just getting lost.
Yeah. How's his brother?
Doing pretty good. He's been not too good. He told me just a matter of a few months ago he was in intensive care.
Oh, really?
He got really sick, but then he picked back up and got on his feet.
Good.
And the reason he didn't come is because his wife's sister is very ill in D.C. Her blood is clotting, and so he said he was afraid to make his trip and have to come maybe any time for this, and they couldn't afford it. He said it cost him $2,000 the last time they were here. And so he said he just had to not be able to make this because they may have to come anytime for that. He may come here and have to turn around and come back there.
Yeah. Well, how's your mother?
Oh, she's doing fine.
Is she?
She's doing fine.
Is she at home by herself now?
No, son is in and out. One of the boys.
Yeah.
He separated from his wife in California. He's been with her 2 or 3 years now.
I believe
How's that?
Yeah, you can go downtown even tonight and get it.
Yeah, it looks very, I thought that was very fancy of them to have that up in the bright lights.
Oh, that's been up there all of our lives.
Really?
Really?
So you was born down here?
Yeah. Just as luck I was.
Yeah, they were always from Bristol.
Yeah, Mama and Daddy come down here. Mama said that they moved to Bristol about 2 months before I was born.
Really?
And the old home place still stands.
Is it?
And the old home place in Glade Spring still stands. One of Annie's boys bought it.
Yeah, well, where is it?
Up in Clarksville.
Up in Clarksville.
You know, right there as you go through where, you know where Miss Mary Vanoy used to live. You know where you went up to the church.
Yeah.
You know the road over on that side.
Yeah,
where
it
you
was
cut
2
through
ways.
You know where Elma Johnson and Alvina
Yeah, they
live?
told me in the back of that next road going
Yeah,
up in
well,
there.
now the first house there.
Oh, I noticed the
was
first
the
house
old
today.
place.
That was your old home place, really? Because, oh yeah, Papa's sisters and him all had a piece of land.
Yeah.
That was Papa and his sisters, but that was your grand people. That was your grandparents.
Right, Elsie was my grandmother.
Elsie was your grandmother, and that
Mine
was
and
Papa's
Dee's
sister.
grandmother.
That was Papa's
And Jeanette.
Okay.
Jeanette is your sister?
Jeanette's my cousin.
Your cousin, first cousin.
Oh,
And
so
who was her
Jeanette and
grandmother? Who was Jeanette's grandmother?
Ben.
Ben,
Emma
okay,
was her
Ben.
daddy.
Oh, okay.
And that was Elsie's son.
Oh, okay.
See,
Still talking about
yeah,
cousin Elsie.
Yeah.
These are all of cousin Elsie's children.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. They're married to Gammons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
Elsie
say
was
you
married
know
to
the
a Gammon.
Gammons across the street from me?
Yeah, that's Uncle Tom.
She did mention something about Tom.
Yeah, Uncle
Her
Tom's.
name is Connie.
Uncle Tom's son's son.
Oh, okay. So it's they are really his grandparents or great
Uncle
grandparents?
Tom
His
the grandparent.
is his grandfather. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
She did mention about Uncle Tom.
They come out of West Virginia.
Yes, they did.
And he works for AT&T.
Does he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know where he worked. We haven't discussed it because
Yeah.
they haven't been living there long.
Uh-huh.
But she's very nice. And I haven't really got a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, that's one Uncle Tom's boys.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance
Elsie's
to really talk to
son's
him.
boys.
Okay.
One of Elsie's son.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And cousin Elsie is his great grandmother. Okay. All right.
And she's your grandmother.
Okay.
So now you remember your grandmother?
So I can tell her exactly how it came.
Yeah.
Did you remember your grandmother?
Elsie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she made me get a whip.
Well, what'd you do?
Sure do.
What'd you do?
Jenny, you remember Jenny, Aunt Florence's daughter?
I'm not sure. I do know your sisters, Florence and cousin Pauline.
And all of that.
What was the other name? B? No, the one that worked at Main Branch.
We called her sister. Her name was Louise.
Oh, Louise. Yeah, sure was. But that was your whole sister. Cousin Pauline or your half?
And she was my half too.
Oh, was she?
See, Mama had 2 children when she married Daddy. And Daddy had 4 children. And then they come along and had us 4.
Okay.
But we all were reared in the same house.
The same mother. No, he come with his 4 children.
He come with his 4 children, which they belong to the steward.
Okay.
Elvina
That's how
Nan.
you kin to Elvina?
Elvina Nan. And
she was a steward when she married?
No.
Oh.
Caroline, Oliver, and Johnny. It was 3 sets of us.
Oh, okay.
When
he married.
When my mother married my daddy, she had been married before, and she was a Bolden.
Oh, okay.
And she had 2 girls. And he had 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
Which was 4.
Yeah.
Their mother was the steward.
Okay. All right.
Elvina's daddy.
Okay. She was a sister to
Elvina's
daddy.
The steward ain't Murdy and all of them.
Yeah, Miss Murder.
And their mother was Uncle Campbell's.
Yeah, I know.
And Uncle Carson's sister.
Oh, okay.
And then Mom and Daddy had us. We 4.
Now, who come in with those children? Your mother or your father that had children when they got together?
Both
Which
of
one
them.
was
She said
it?
both of them had. Both of them
But
had.
who was the stewards?
Daddy's.
Daddy was married to a steward.
To a steward.
When your mother married him.
Yeah. Mama had 2 by her first husband, which were bold.
Oh, all right.
And then Daddy had these by a steward.
A steward, yeah, okay.
And then they had us 4.
Yeah, I know you all kin the steward some kind of way.
And one time we had Grandma Gammon, Grandma Stewart, and Grandma Bolden. You know, we all were in the same house at the same time.
Oh, that was nice.
So we had 3
grandmothers.
Now the Stewarts, they took us as their grandchild just like they did their
the other children, yeah.
And my mother's 2 children, which were Bolden, Grandma Bolden took us
all of us, her grandchildren, yeah.
Then Grandma Gammon, she took them all in too.
As her grandchildren, so you're all the same.
In the same house.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
That was so nice.
When we were all young.
Yeah.
And see, Mama's oldest girls, which was Pauline.
Yeah.
And Daddy's oldest girl, they were about the same age.
Yeah, see that?
And then Sis, Louise.
Yeah.
And Caroline, now, we buried her a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah. We found her dead like that kid. We buried her, she died before Bill in April. Yeah. Now, she and Sis were the same age. And then we come along, Lou, while they were all at home. And so we didn't know nothing
different, yeah.
Although Mama put white flowers on Daddy's children when Mother's Day come, you know. To keep them recognizing their mother. And then my mother is buried up there between both of her husbands. Everett is on this side, Mama's here, and Dad's over here. And I used to tease her.
Togetherness.
I used to tell her, I said, Daddy's gonna get up and beat the shit out of Everett. Or Everett's gonna beat the shit out of you. And she's in between.
Well, plenty of love. Plenty of love.
Yeah. Now, the Caroline Ann's mother is buried in Glade Spring, up in the old cemetery.
Up there.
No, downtown. Downtown, because that was the Seal Brown Cemetery, because they were kin to the Seals.
I just know about Fairview Baptist Graveyard, which
Yeah, well,
needs
it's
a lot of work.
It's one downtown, because that's where they buried Carson.
Oh, I don't know where that's
Aunt Bertie's.
Now the Boldens, where were they from? Because I have a godfather, the Boldens. They were from Roanoke.
Where are they?
They were from Roanoke, I think, Garland Boldens.
Let's see where these were from.
They were from up at Miera.
They were.
Uh-huh.
Because she knows some in South Boston.
Right.
Yeah, South Boston, Virginia. You think it was any connection down there? We know some in South Boston, Bolden.
This was B-O-L-D-E-N.
That was B-O-L-D-E-N. And do you know, what's her name? Catherine was related to the Boldens. Catherine Thomas. What was her?
Hankley.
Hankley.
In Roanoke. Hankley's